Hi there, welcome to Cork Meets Fork, match number 5. I'm Robert Mitchell. Welcome. We've had a crazy week. We were very busy, the Cork Meets Fork crew, and running out of time to even shoot this video, like you are every day. You know, you've got a late meeting, you're coming home from work late, you've got to go to a PTA meeting after you finish dinner, making dinner for the family. We're doing a quick dinner tonight, and a simple everyday wine. We're tasting Rioja, so we've got affordable Rioja meets 30-minute pasta. We're going to do something really fun, find some things in the refrigerator that you have on hand that you can whip up a quick, fun pasta. A couple of things that are coming up. We've got a wine tasting on October 16th at Sazzy V in downtown Kenosha. That's from 3 to 5, and we are going to be tasting this Rioja that we're going to be trying in a little bit. And then on October 23rd, we're going to be up in Racine, up in Sturtevant, at Grapes to Glass, and we're going to have a tasting there from 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock. And we'll let you know next week what we're going to be tasting up there. And then we have a fall harvest wine dinner. This dinner is coming up on October 28th. It's a Thursday night at Sazzy V. All fall harvest foods in this dinner. A nice little hearty dinner. We're serving this with Spanish wines. And there's a 6-course dinner. You can call Sazzy V to make a reservation, but that's October 28th. We'd love to see you for that night. But now to the wine here. Rioja was the first red that really came out of Spain into the United States. It was the first thing that we actually saw here. Probably in the mid-70s, we were starting to get some Riojas coming to the States. And it has been the most popular wine coming out of Spain ever since. Just a real nice, easy drinking wine. I always kind of compare it to Sangiovese. And we're tasting this today because it's one of those everyday wines, something that you can just pull out of your wine rack. Inexpensive. This wine goes for $13. You can buy it today online. But there's so many just fun little Riojas out there. Great Sangioveses from Italy too that can fall into that category. Argentinian Malbecs that'll be affordable, under $15, and just nice everyday drinking wines. But this wine from Viña Maro is a Jovan Rioja, which is a young vine Rioja. These vines are generally going to be under 12 years old, so very young. Eventually, these vines will mature and become the vines for their Reservas and their higher-end Riojas. But it's just a really nice, fresh, simple, everyday wine. The family here, the Domeco family in Rioja, has been making wine since 1888. Their grandfather started way back then, and he actually went to Barcelona with some of his wines and came home with some awards. And that's the first record that they have of wines coming out of this estate. If you can see the color, I certainly can, and it's that real purplish hue, very, very light, not too dark, not browning like some Riojas can actually turn that brown color. And a great fresh nose. A little bit of like young blueberry, just fresh, like a fresh bowl of fruit, just really, really easy to smell. Very fresh on the palate. Just a really, really nice, easy drinking wine, and an everyday wine, like I said, very affordable. Something that I really recommend because of that just fresh style. And today we're going to make a little pasta dish, and that's coming up. We're going to taste it with this, and let me bring that right out. Look at this beautiful, very, very simple sausage pasta with pappardelle. We've got a little bit of rainbow chard. You could use spinach there, some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And we also have some parsley in the dish, a little bit of crushed red pepper, and some tomatoes in there that have kind of broken down a little bit. But with our Rioja Jovan from Viña Maro, let's see what this is all about. A little more difficult to eat than some of the other dishes we've brought out, but very easy to make. A lot of fresh flavors. The freshness of this pasta will work with the freshness of this wine, I know already. Neither one overpowers the other. You know, just
Light, not a lot of tannins on the Rioja. Not a lot of spice. There's a little sweetness in the pasta. A really nice combination. This dish was very easy to make. We put this together in about 25 minutes, and stick around so you can see how we did this when you're in that rush. Thanks for joining us. All right, busy schedule. You just get home from work. You had a late meeting. Now we've got to scramble and make dinner in a half an hour, very quickly. We're going to make pasta today. We know we've got that in the house. So we're going to boil some water to get that started, and we're going to scour the refrigerator and see what we've got. Got some sausage that we have to use. A little Parmesan cheese. I've got some Mediterranean olives. I've got rosemary, a little bit of sage. Let's use some sage today. I feel like tasting sage. Let's see, I've got some parsley. Got some rainbow chard, which if you have spinach, any kind of greens, but the rainbow chard is just beautiful. Sure. And then we've got some vegetables too. We've got some tomatoes, actually from the garden, so we'll use those. A little bit of garlic as well. And I've got some pappardelle pasta. I think we'll use that today. We've got some baguette bread. That will work. And what do we have in our dry storage? A little bit of olive oil. We'll do a chicken broth, kind of a base on the sauce. A little crushed red pepper. I think we're ready to start. So we're starting with a little olive oil and garlic. We're going to get the sausage going first. We're actually going to cook this in some chicken stock first. See how our water's getting low? We started that early. We're going to blanch with this water, and we're also going to boil the pasta, but you can just keep adding water to keep that going so we don't have to wait for it to get hot. The garlic is going. We're going to add a little bit of sausage. And we don't want that garlic to brown or get too dark and burn. So we've got chicken stock standing by. And now it's just starting to crisp up. We're going to add the chicken stock, and this is the basis for our sauce. And it's also going to help us cook the sausage. Sausage is cooking. We're going to chop up some of the vegetables and spices. This is our sage, which is going to give it a nice little Mediterranean flavor. Do some ribbons of that. We're going to chop up our parsley real fine. We're going to add that at the end. Look at this beautiful rainbow chard. You've got the red, you've got the yellow. We're going to discard some of the ends here, the stalks. Get that out of the way. And we're going to cut this into bite-sized pieces. And we're going to give this a little blanch first. All right, the rainbow chard is going to get a little blanch. And this is just going to brighten up that color, so that color is going to stay nice and bright and fresh. And once again, just 15 seconds of locking in that color. And then we've created a little ice bath. We're going to bring this to the ice bath and just chill that down and stop it from cooking. We have 3 different types of tomatoes. We've got a yellow, or excuse me, an orange heirloom. We've got a striped heirloom with the green stripes, and a real ugly one, but we're going to chop these and de-seed them. Very simply, we want to get some of that excess moisture and the seeds out. And then we're going to chop those tomatoes into pieces for the pasta. So we'll pull that out. I'm going to add the olives now too to start flavoring that. And we're also going to get the sage in there. So we'll get back on. We're going to hold off on the tomatoes for a little bit, but check out the water. This is the boiling water. We still have the color from the rainbow chard in there. That's okay. We're going to boil the pasta in that in a little bit. We want this sausage in little pieces here, so we're just going to slice it in little bite-sized pieces. That sausage still has a little bit of pink to it, but that's going to get cooked when it goes back in. So we are going to throw in basically about 3 per serving is what you're looking at. depending on how big your crew is. But this is a little 5-minute pasta, so it's very, very quick. The sausage is chopped. You can see there is that little pink in there. We're going to get rid of that when we finish cooking it. But that's going to go right into the basil garlic concoction. And at this point you can add a little chicken stock too, a little more chicken stock. And get that roaring. Look at that nicely colored rainbow chard. That's going to go in. The dish is starting to smell great. All the flavors are coming out, the garlic, the sausage. And we also have the tomatoes to add. And we are very close at completing this dish. Alright, we've just added our parsley and a little bit of crushed red pepper. This is going to just bring out a little bit of heat. Watch it if you've got kids. And now we're going to combine it with the pasta itself and really get that pasta sauce coating the noodles. All right, that was very quick. Ready for the plating. Final touch. So very quick, we did that meal in 25 minutes. And just a nice looking dish. The family will be happy. You can go to your PTA meeting and complete the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us for that quick meal as we had affordable Rioja meets 30-minute pasta. And join us next week for match number 6 where we'll do something very different once again.